Dingle doodles and howdy schnoodles. We are back on Raging Loop. I don't know why I said that so musically for some reason. Apparently, the two remaining outsiders were a pair of journalists gathering info for a magazine article, unlike the little girl and I, they come here via a normal route, through Kami Fujiyoshi. I'm amazed that I said that, and therefore weren't considered a bad omen or whatever. Still, even normal outsiders put the people here on edge. Through this talk, I also got some details about the area itself. Yasumizu was a settlement part of the autonomous region called Fujiyoshi Village, or simply Fujiyoshi. It had also been on the map I've been shown at the store. Fujiyoshi was split into two areas, Yasumizu and Kami Fujiyoshi. I'm amazed that I've said that one so right every time. They were separated by a mountain. Going to Kami Fujiyoshi took about an hour by foot or 20 minutes by car in the winding but paved road. Side note, the school the students went to was in Kami Fujiyoshi. These two settlements had ties so strong that they shared customs and culture. Chiemi said the local seasonal events were quite unconventional. I asked her to elaborate, but all she would say was that Yasumizu had special meaning to Fujiyoshi. She was making me more suspicious than I wanted to be. This conversation wasn't nearly as exciting as the one that we had last night. Well, at least I found out she didn't have a boyfriend right now. Very intriguing. Especially to you, you fucking creep. It was nearly noon when Takumi-san came back, ending my waiting game. Side note, the door was fully open the entire time we waited. It was probably Chiemi's way of saying that nothing bad was happening here. As you do. Man, bikes sure are heavy, eh? As heavy as a board I caught last year. I really didn't expect them to just carry it here. Like, sure, there were two of them, but just how much mass did you have to haul a 200-kilogram piece of metal so easily? The unpaved road in the mirror made my sweet ride really damn muddy. How do you bring up the cliff? There's a pulley. We bring stuff up from the bottom every now and then. Takumi. Oh yeah, now's not the time for that. Hey, you think this thing's alright? It's pretty damn wet. I'm not sure, I'll check. I'll leave the rest to you. Oh man, this took longer than I thought it would. If I do the sharpening tomorrow? I saw them off with a loud thank you. Now then. Need help? I'll see what I can do by myself first. I don't need no help from no woman. The worst part of the repairs was right at the beginning. I wanted to start by washing it, but that old lady, Tae Yamawaki, was her full name, got really mad at me because I couldn't say her name. She didn't want any Saranaga mud on the ground here because it was corrupt or something. But this plaza was the only place with easy access to the water supply tap, so I did my best and convinced her to let me wash it as close to the edge as possible. Once it was clean, I could start checking what was wrong with it. It actually looked pretty good, bent in places sure, but the wash got rid of most of the bad sound the wheels made. The only problem was both tires were flat, and it was a pretty big one. You didn't bring tools? No. Are you supposed to whenever you go on a bike trip? I just thought I could call road service and they'd do all the work. So unprepared. I have no excuse. Honestly, I was having a moment when I went out. Didn't think things through straight. Oh, can I ask what happened? My girlfriend left me. That seems like a lie. I mean, mainly because I don't think you have a girlfriend, but otherwise I can understand why she left you, you fucking creep. It wasn't. In any case, anywhere I can get tools to fix a flat tire? There might be some in the Nosatu Mansion. You know, the one you tried to say with your own words. Nosatu Mansion? Yep, it's the biggest place in Yasumizu. If you can't find something there, you won't find it anywhere else in the village. I see. Let's give it a shot. I don't really recommend meeting the guy, but I can't think of any other ideas. Someone important again. Yep, and he's kind of messed up to boot. Like all of us here, we all have 6 fingers and 6 toes on each hand. That's right, we have toes on a hand. And so, we walked up the hill and arrived at the so-called Nosatu Mansion. From what I could tell, it was located at the highest point in the settlement. And like Chiemi said, it was definitely a hell of a building. It had an elegant western design, which would probably look even better if the place were better maintained. The yard was overgrown, and the building itself was pretty much buried in ivy and small trees. If someone told me it was cursed, I'd certainly believe them. Do people actually live here? I wonder if the intercom works. She pressed the button next to the aged iron gate. Yasumizu was a quiet place, so I could easily hear the bell ring inside. Should we try again?
Let's not, we'll piss him off.
Moody guy, huh?
Moody, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I wasn't sure what she meant, but I opted to just wait rather than ask more questions. Soon enough, the person in question walked out of the mansion. What is it? Who are you? He wasn't young, but he didn't look middle-aged. He certainly looked high-strung, and that much for sure.
Hey, Nosatu-san, it's Serizawa.
I know you, Shemi Serizawa. So, if I gave him a fucking weird lisp then, I'm asking the young man with you.
Haruaki-san, this is Kiyonosuke Nosatu-san. Kiyonosuke-san, this is
Fuck me, why you got such a long name?
This is Haruaki Fuseishi. He got into an accident and I can't read anymore.
That introduction was the briefest one yet. Huh? What? I explained the situation again. He furrowed his brow when I mentioned the Saranaga, in addition to the reason why we were here. So, I need to repair tools so I can get out of here as soon as possible. Are the tyres tubeless? Huh?
I have patches, but I think fixing tubeless tyres would be a bit too much for an amateur. Though there's no problem if you aren't. Oh. But if the tube bursts, you have no choice but to change it. I don't have any spares here, obviously, and I wouldn't give them to you if I did.
Sorry, but I'm not too knowledgeable about that.
What a waste of time. I recommend spending however many thousands you need to have repairmen come here and pick you up.
I had no retort to that.
Oh, and Nosatu-san, I don't think we have any more outsiders come here right now. Huh? Haven't you been to a proper city? Don't tell me you still believe that nonsense. I'd be fine with it, but I doubt the elders would. We've had too many visitors these past few days. I don't care what you Yazumizu peasants think. What do you expect me to do anyway? Fix the tyres myself and get oil all over me? Oh, I never suggest that. I just think that Fujiyoshi village heads should help a troubled visitor. How about it's a fucking word, I can't read. How about instead of relying on me only when it's convenient, you just give him a traditional Yasumizu welcome. You know, throw him off the cliff.
Whoa, what the hell?
Come on, you can't say that.
Jemmy's tone was slightly off. I could feel a bit of irritation behind the words. I know it might be a bother, but can you at least lend me the tools? What? I'll just borrow them. You won't hear or see me work. I can't even pay. I can even pay even.
Well, I don't mind that much, but I'll want compensation for anything you break. Student or not, I'll have to act proper.
Then he pointed me to the garage and walked back to the mansion. Man, I thought we were screwed there. What the hell's a burst tube?
Well, that's so lame.
What, you think every biker can fix a bike just by bashing it with a wrench or something?
I don't know, but aren't there a lot of girls who are more into guys good with cars and stuff?
Oh, so you're into Nosatoshi.
Nope, he's just acting like he's smart. He's probably never repaired a thing in his life. The guy's not nearly as experienced as he'd have you think.
Huh? And then why does he have a bike repair stuff?
The Nosatu mansion is basically the Yasumizu branch of the Nosato family. Their main mansion is in Kamifujiyoshi. Whatever they don't need there, they send over here. I heard Kiyono... Oh my god. Kiyonosoki... Oh my god, words! Kiyono, whatever the fuck his name is, was giving a car 5 or 6 years ago, but he couldn't drive at all. Just been gathering dust ever since.
Damn, that was the countryside for you. Couldn't hide your shame if your life depended on it. Anyway, I now knew the man was a condescending, pretentious type. He still helped me out though, and it was true I don't know much about bike repair, so I couldn't really get mad. Anyway, let's just take everything that looks like it could be useful.
Like bandits, huh? I'm in. Sure I'm not bothering you?
I don't know, are you? I feel down without anyone to talk to. Just keep chatting with me, it helps. The instructions that came with the repair kit told me that my bike's tyres were a rather difficult type to repair. Apparently I had to remove the tyres, but where do I even start with that? Well, as long as I don't break it, nothing I did could be worse than having to call road service down here. Just try taking it apart. But as I removed whatever nuts I could, I made the situation even worse than it was. Yeah, this really wasn't a job for an amateur.
You seem to be having a rough time. You can eat this too, Chiemi-chan. Well, thank you.
Well, this looks serious. Man, machines are just no good.
Hey, the benefits of culture are great as long as they don't break. Think he can fix it for sundown? That might be hard. Don't worry though, worst comes to worst, I'll do something.
I really appreciated how she handled the visitors in my stead. Hey, Chieni, is it hard to get a bike license?
I don't know. I know that scooter licenses are easy, I have one myself.
Mid-sized bike licenses are pretty hard to get. You need to take a course, just like with cars. You like bikes? The hell? What's the matter with you? How much was that anyway? 800,000 yen, brand new. Holy shit, what the hell? That's way too high. You an idiot or what? How'd you get that much? Part-time jobs and all that.
He got into an accident, poor Haruaki-san.
Shimi-sensei, if I may ask, what happened to my share of the food?
Oh no, I ate it all, poor Haruaki-san.
I don't want sympathy from the one responsible. As I told her off for not leaving me any food, I somehow removed the tyres. I could only hope to be able to fix it. I'd had this thing for less than a month, but the troubles it was putting me through made it feel somewhat dear to me. I wanted to fire it up again and make it go as fast as it could. Suddenly, I heard an engine. I felt like it was mocking me. Hold on, an engine? Here? I stopped working and turned around to see an unfamiliar van drive into the plaza. Barring the classic-looking piece of junk in the Satu's garage, this was the first time I'd seen the car here. As far as I knew, no one living here actually owned a running car, so...
These are the journalists I told you about.
I knew it. Once the van stopped, a lady stepped out of it.
Hello.
Oh, she's pretty.
Hello.
I'll be bothering you again today. You're a new face.
Hello, my name's Haruaki Bike Crash.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Crap, that was no time for an inside joke. I quickly introduced myself properly. I crashed not too far away, so I'm stuck here for the time being.
I see. So you're a student. Sorry about the trouble you're going through. Oh, this is me.
The woman gave me her business card. Hisako Mamiya. For some reason, my brain thought that name was longer, so when I finished it saying it correctly, my brain was like, no, that's not right. A freelance journalist. Her pen name was Kyoku Housey.
Have you ever heard of Kyoku House's articles?
Sorry.
Figured. I'm not a big name yet, and the magazine I do get printed in marketed for housewives and the elderly.
That's some pretty intense competition. What do you write anyway?
Food reviews. I specialize in unusual dishes.
Like the foulest smelling canned food in the world or something?
Yep, well, your usual brand of weirdness doesn't attract much attention these days, so I'm looking for minor culinary oddities local to Japan. Anyway, if you know any weird dishes from your hometown, do tell me. I'll travel the length to Japan to give it a try.
A student from the lab I frequented once made pork miso soup with a mushroom he found on campus. We had mass hallucinations and...
No flashes of brilliance or poisons, please.
As we chatted, I became curious. By the way, weren't there two of you?
Yes, I'm here with a partner. He just needs some time to... Oh, there he is.
I looked at the van and... became completely awestruck. I felt like the van had shed its skin or something. That made no sense, but seriously, how did it fit this in there? He was a gargantuan. Takumi-san was something, but this man was on the level of foreign heavyweight wrestler. Though unlike Takumi-san, this man was primarily fat rather than muscle. As he walked out of the driver's seat, the van shook wildly.
Yodai Hashimoto-san, a photographer. He's way more famous than me. He works in all sorts of fields. I imagine you've seen one of his photos without even knowing it.
I didn't know much about the photography, but I was definitely convinced. There was a certain kind of authority, or gravity around him, like his mass was pulling other masses. He wasn't saying a word, and I couldn't tell what he was thinking. Nice to meet you, I'm Haruaki Fuseishi. Was he even alive?
Hello.
After a strange pause, he slowly bowed like the moving mountain he was, and greeted me with a voice like a titan. He seemed somewhat difficult to interact with.
This is your last day here, isn't it?
Oh, Aribi-san said she'd be taking me to a price Shishimare.
I don't know, for now, so I can handle it.
I have my stomach medicine, I'm sure I'll be fine.
And so, I don't know why I gave her that name. And so Mamiyashi and Hashimotoshi walked off into the dining hall. Who would have thought such a beauty was a delicacy hunter? I had to admit, that guy was kind of charming. As intrigued as I was, I couldn't waste any more time. I had to fix my bike already. Wow! Oh, that wasn't his, that was... Okay. A lot of things surprised me here in Yasumizu, but nothing as much as this. Hello? No reaction. At first glance, he looks like a poor man, too senile to think and perceive properly. You need something from me? I made sure to speak as clearly as possible. It didn't look like he understood. I figured it was best to just ignore him and resume the repairs, but... Coming... I look at him again. He was still just standing there like his soul and brain had left his body. A vacant stare, yellowed eyes, half-open mouth, covered in saliva. Coming... He spoke again. What's coming? The war. What? His voice was too hoarse to make out. Come again? I placed my hand against my ear. He finally understood what I wanted and prepared to whisper something. I brought my ear closer and... The wolf is coming! The sudden shout caught me completely off guard and made me fall to the ground. He looked down at me, laughing. He clapped and opened his half-toothless mouth into a wild smile. The wolf is coming! The wolf is coming! He bent his body in a weird way, laughed like he was convulsing, turned around, and just left.
Haraki-san, oh, I'm too late.
Shemi had joined the journalists and only just came back. Late for what?
Gramps over there loves messing around with strangers like that.
Wait, that's your grandpa?
No, I don't even know his name. He's been in Yasumizu forever, and he's always like that.
It felt like less like he was messing around, more like he's a bit touched.
Yep, everyone calls him the old man who cried wolf.
Named after the boy who cried wolf, I assume. Doesn't work as well, though. Wolves there? As far as I knew, there were no wild wolves in Japan. There used to be, but after the last sighting in either Meiji or Showa era, they've been considered extinct here. Modern Japan's image of wolves came from Western fairy tales and the like. It wasn't linked to anything in our cultural life. Even the boy who cried wolf was a Western tale. Did his brand of insanity make him repeat the tale of something? A bit weirded out by the circumstances, I went back to repairing my bike, because that's the thing that I would totally do if I was that concerned. After a bit more time, I somehow took off the rubber from the tyres and removed the tubes. Both tyres were pierced by some really rusty nails. Fuck, this kind of stuff only happens at the worst times. Then I applied the patches and filled them with air using a manual pump. I wet the tubes, and then I actually decided to wet the tubes itself and not just my tube trousers. There were no bubbles, meaning no air was leaving them. Things were looking good. After our high schoolers came back from school and passed by, no one else stopped to talk. Jen was looking a bit bored now. I think I got it.
Seriously? But it all seems so hopeless.
Oh, sorry. I still need to rebuild this. It's going to be a lot of work.
And you'll be able to leave then?
Yeah, believe me. I know I shouldn't stay here long. I can take a hint.
That's great.
She didn't seem to care that much. Guess I had no chance with her, huh?
You've been at this for hours. How are you holding up? Need a break?
Well, I'd be better if a certain someone didn't take away my lunch break.
Hey, I gave you some crackers, didn't I?
Well, that was enough to say a guy in his mid-20s. Still, I'm pretty fine. I'll push forward a bit more. You can go if you want. I've been introduced to just about everyone here.
There's 2 people you haven't met yet.
Really? Well, there's no real need to, right?
I'll stay around a bit longer. I came back here because I was bored and it's not like I'm busy.
Couldn't you play around with your 52 guy friends?
I take it back. I came back because I wanted to be bored. Living in the city is so annoying and tiring, especially with 52 guys texting you all the time.
Oh.
Sorry, I lied about the 52 guys.
Why?
Because I wanted to keep you in check, I guess.
Why would she pull a tactic like that only to reveal her hand?
Hey, did you really get dumped by your girlfriend?
And now she asked me that. I did, honest.
I see.
Well, after that relentless assault, it wouldn't be fair unless I played my own card. Want to come with me?
Huh? It's a 2-seater.
Yeah, there's even an extra helmet. It's not dry yet, though. I'm obviously leaving soon, so unless you have something planned, you can join me. We can even go on a bike tour. If we have enough time, I can take you anywhere. Flexible, open to fine-tuning, wild and charming. This was a good date invitation, if I said so myself.
That sounds great, and I have no plans.
Oh?
I'll go get my stuff, then.
Chemi smiled and turned around to head to her place. She then looked back at me and...
You should hurry before I change my mind.
Yeah, sure. Well, that made me motivated. This was one tiring trip, but at least I met someone good along the way. I just forget everything I didn't want to remember while on the road with her. I could only hope that clever girl and I would eventually grow closer. With that ulterior motive in mind, I resumed being a creep and rebuilding my bike. And I feel like this is a good place to end the episode. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you'd like to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel as I try to upload every day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.